Hello out there in YouTube land. It is, I believe it's January 31st. Lovely day. Except for the fact that Antoine Harris of the Long Beach Insane Crips, trust me, he's really not a Crip. He just has grandiose delusions of being some kind of mob boss. But he's just some crazy man that lives at 325 West 10th Street, apartment number 4. He's also a pedophile. He likes to frequent Mike's Liquor, him and his girlfriend, on PCH and Pine Avenue. When he goes to Mike's Liquor, either him and his girlfriend, they try to lure men of stature that are gang related. Now, when I say these other men are gang related, they're just gang related. We all make choices in our life. It doesn't mean that we are forever will be that person and forever make bad choices. It's just that he goes to lure them into getting them to sell drugs for him so that his friend Miguel Davenport that lives across the hall could eventually tell the police, because he's an informant for the Long Beach Police Department, and get him caught up. So he's setting up his own members. He's setting up members from his own gang. This man, Antoine Harris, is a pedophile. He does what you call remote neural monitoring. See, this is why he hardly comes outside. So inside, he has this speaker that he plays with. Well, first, he has his meth pipe. And he has his girlfriend who is, man, this woman looked like nothing that you've ever seen in your life. She looked like the predator, a crocodile, a swamp, the green sludge under the lily pad, a wildebeest, and a goddamn wild dingo all in one. She's very broken and very, 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 very jealous of black women. And very, very jealous of black women that have black children. She's very mentally disturbed. And Antoine, he doesn't, he doesn't know how to be a man and stand on his own 2 feet. He's never had his own place. He's never done anything for himself. He can't. He's a weirdo. So they make these remote neural monitoring broadcasts where Antoine is raping a 5-year-old child, and so is Miguel Davenport. And they take turns sodomizing children on this broadcast. This shit is crazy as hell, but I did my research because I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I figured it all out because I'm smart like that. And so this is why these people have to remote monitor me, because they don't know. They like, this bitch figured this out. She's keep telling the truth. And we was hoping that her telling the truth would make her look crazy. But in fact, the truth is the truth. You can't deny that. So Miguel Davenport, he is a director, a crackhead. Anybody can be a director. Don't let that motherfucker title on paper get you twisted. Anybody, any crackhead, any felon can be a director. So he uses this faithful transitional housing. He uses that as a front to illegally and secretly enter the tenants in his building apartment when they're not home. Now, are those tenants a part of his transitional housing? No. But he hides behind this because the transitional housing address is his address. He doesn't give a class. It's no program. The shit doesn't exist. It's total racketeering. They work in unison. They both live on the bottom floor in the back, where Miguel sells drugs to his court-mandated clients and extorts and blackmail them to either do his dirty deeds, be it burglary, vandalism, whatever, and then he'll keep them dangling by a rope by giving them dope or meth. Miguel rides a mountain bike. He wears women's clothes, and he's very, extremely mentally disturbed. So I just wanted people to know the truth. This is not libel or slander. You know why? Because it's the truth. If the cops were to kick down their door, they would find several micro SD cards with hours and hours and hours of recording of child sodomy, pornography, rape, home invasion. They just make these audio tapes that in which I think the law enforcement should confiscate and analyze to see if they're real. Also, they would find in Antoine Harris and Renee Lynn James' house, they are going to find a speaker, a microphone, and a couple of other devices that Renee has ordered off of Amazon. She actually left a paper trail. This woman is also on the terrorist watch list. So these people are criminals and they're, violating people's privacy. And they are, basically, it's an act of terrorism. Very sick. The sickest thing is that Antoine, he goes out and he tries to hang on 14th Street, with these gang-related people who are, they're not bothering nobody, but they have no clue what Antoine is up to behind closed doors. See, if the insane Crips actually knew that Antoine was a pedophile and they knew what was on his audio files, I don't think anybody would mess with him at all. Also, if they knew that he was hanging out with Miguel Davenport, who is a police informant and a little bit on the sweet side, I don't think these guys will have nothing to do with them. These guys just so happen to be gang affiliated, but yet they have jobs, they have families that they take care of. They are just gang affiliated based on maybe some past choices, but they're not bad people, and they are real men. See, the difference is Antoine goes around because he wants street credit and clout. He has grandiose delusions of being some kind of person in charge, but that's because he probably got punked as a child all the time and he was scared. He is a scary man. If a real man approached him to this day, he'd probably have shit running down his left leg. And so he stalks black women for his jealous white girlfriend. He acts like a pedophile. He has all these recordings. His white girl is very messed up in the head. I'm talking about extremely disturbed. And so is his friend that nobody else in Long Beach that may know of him knows that Miguel Davenport is his friend. Why? Because Miguel Davenport is an informant and he is from the LGBTQ community. No, he's not from the LGBT community. He's from the meth community that just so happened to be LGBTQ. Because there are many decent people in the LGBTQ community. And I wish they knew that this Miguel Davenport of Faithful Transitional Housing, can you imagine a man that acts like he's sodomizing a 5-year-old have a title in his Faithful Transitional Housing? Let me tell you, on this man's Facebook page, he says that he is the mother of a dog and it's his only girl. That lets you know the disturbia right there. Also, he's just a thief, a liar, a cheat, a sneak, and he is not, these three people are not who you think they are in public. If anybody from Long Beach sees this, just know that this is the truth. I will testify in a court of law under oath and pass that shit with flying colors to what these people are doing at 325 West 10th Street, apartment 3 and 4. This is solid, concrete truth. And I want you to check out my page. I'm going to upload this right now. Everybody have a good day. Blessings. And remember, be a good person. Have a pure heart. And, keep up with goodness and helping folks. It's very important to the furtherment of the human race. Amen. Peace. I'm out.